People say a glass of water can bring blood sugar down fast, but some people drink water all day and the number still won't budge. And sometimes the best reading after water is not a real fix at all. And today's case, a lot of people have been convicting the wrong thing. We don't argue with feelings. We use simple science and clear logic. Every case gets one witness, 3 exhibits, 1 twist, and 1 verdict. This is education, not personal medical advice. Case file number 1, chug water after a high reading. The claim on trial is, if my blood sugar is high, I should drink a lot of water and it will drop fast. Mr. Thomas Reed, 71, is standing in his kitchen in socks, staring at his glucose meter. He didn't feel sick, he just felt off. A little dry mouth, a little tired. The meter shows a high number. Thomas feels that quick jolt of worry that hits before the thinking starts. He opens the fridge and grabs a big bottle of water. He drinks like he's putting out a fire. He waits. He tests again. And he holds his breath like the meter is a judge. It sounds true, right? But we're only looking at the front of the picture. Exhibit A. Water helps your body in many ways. If you're dehydrated, your blood can be more concentrated and readings may look higher. Hydration can help that part. Exhibit B. But water is not a sugar eraser. Sugar gets into the blood because of food, stored energy, and how insulin is working. Water doesn't change those engines quickly. Exhibit C. Research shows hydration supports kidney function, but it doesn't act like a fast blood sugar correction. The number can still stay high if the cause is still active. And here's the twist. The real issue isn't water. It's why the number rose in the first place. Verdict. Not completely false, just missing the most important context. Instead of advice, I'll leave you with one question. When you see a high reading, do you reach for water first? Or do you pause and ask what your body is responding to today? All right. Let's bring in the next familiar myth. Case file number 2. Water flushes sugar out. The claim on trial is, if I drink enough water, I can flush the sugar out of my body. Mrs. Gloria Bennett, 69, is in a church group after service. Someone mentions their sugar was up, and the table gets quiet. Then one friend leans in and says, "Just drink water, you'll flush it out." Gloria nods because it sounds clean and simple. She likes clean and simple. She's tired of feeling like diabetes is a math problem she never studied for. So she goes home and refills her cup again and again. It feels like she's doing something right. It sounds true, right? But we're only looking at the front of the picture. Exhibit A. Your kidneys do filter your blood. Water helps them do their job. That part is true. Exhibit B. But flushing sugar out only happens in certain situations, and it's not a normal on-demand switch. Most of the time, the body is trying to move sugar into cells, not dump it like waste. Exhibit C. If you focus only on flushing, you can miss the bigger picture. How your meals, sleep, stress, and insulin resistance are shaping the number all day. And here's the twist. The real issue isn't flushing, it's how your body is handling sugar before it ever reaches the drain. Verdict. Partly true, but wrong in the way most people use it. Instead of advice, I'll leave you with one question. When you think flush, are you imagining sugar as trash or as fuel that needs the right key to enter the cell? Now open the next file. This one keeps people worried at night. Case file number 3. Hot water lowers blood sugar faster. The claim on trial is, hot water, especially first thing in the morning, lowers blood sugar fast. Mr. Harold Price, 73, is at his kitchen sink before sunrise. He likes quiet mornings. He pours hot water into a mug and watches the steam. A video told him hot water activates your system and lowers blood sugar. Harold wants that to be true because mornings can feel like a scoreboard. And he's tired of starting the day with a number that scares him. So the hot water becomes a ritual, a small promise in a cup. It sounds true, right? But we're only looking at the front of the picture. Exhibit A. Warm liquids can feel soothing. They can help you slow down. That can change how you feel in your body. Exhibit B. But blood sugar is not controlled by temperature in a mug. It's controlled by what your liver releases, what you ate, and how insulin is working. Exhibit C. Research shows morning blood sugar can be higher for many reasons, even without breakfast. A calming ritual may help your stress response, but it doesn't melt sugar away. And here's the twist. The real issue isn't hot water. It's the morning pattern your body is running behind the scenes. Instead of advice, I'll leave you with one question. When your morning number is higher, are you blaming breakfast or looking at what your body did overnight? If you've believed that one for years, the next case may surprise you. Case file number 4. Lemon water is a blood sugar fix. The claim on trial is, lemon water lowers blood sugar fast, especially after meals. Mrs. Donna James, 67, is clearing the dinner dishes. She had a normal meal, nothing wild, but she's thinking about dessert. Then she remembers what her neighbor said. Just do lemon water after you eat. Donna slices a lemon like it's medicine. She squeezes it into a glass and feels a little relief, because it feels better to do a good thing than to sit with uncertainty. It sounds true, right? But we're only looking at the front of the picture. Exhibit A. Lemon water has almost no sugar. If it replaces soda or sweet tea, that swap can matter. Exhibit B. But the lemon itself is not a powerful blood sugar lever. The body still processes the meal you ate. Exhibit C. Research shows what changes blood sugar after meals is mostly the meal pattern, the mix, the portion, and how fast it hits your system. Lemon water may be a helpful routine, but it isn't the verdict. And here's the twist. The real issue isn't lemon, it's what lemon water replaced in the story. Verdict: not completely false, just missing the most important context. Instead of advice, I'll leave you with one question. When something works, did it change your body? Or did it change what you stopped drinking? All right, let's bring in the next familiar myth. Case file number 5. If you drink enough water, you don't need to worry about spikes. The claim on trial is, hydration prevents blood sugar spikes, so water is the main solution. Mr. Raymond Collins, 74, is in the grocery store pushing a cart with a giant case of bottled water. He's proud of it. He tells the cashier, "I'm doing better. I drink water all day now." And that is a good habit. But later that week, his numbers still jump after certain meals. Raymond feels confused. He thinks, but I did the thing everyone said. And confusion can be heavier than a high number. It sounds true, right? But we're only looking at the front of the picture. Exhibit A. Hydration supports many body systems. It can help you feel better and may help readings look less concentrated. Exhibit B. But spikes come from how glucose enters the bloodstream and how insulin responds. Water does not change the speed of digestion like a brake pedal. Exhibit C. Research shows different foods hit differently. Different bodies respond differently. Water is supportive, but it's not the driver. And here's the twist. The real issue isn't hydration. It's expecting one simple lever to control a whole day of blood sugar. Verdict: partly true, but wrong in the way most people use it. Instead of advice, I'll leave you with one question. Are you using water as support or as a substitute for understanding your patterns? Let's close today's court with the quick record. Chug water after a high reading implies not completely false, just missing the most important context. Water flushes sugar out. Partly true, but wrong in the way most people use it. Hot water lowers blood sugar faster. Usually wrong, but there's a small detail that makes it sound right. Lemon water is a blood sugar fix. Not completely false, just missing the most important context. Drink enough water and you won't spike. Partly true, but wrong in the way most people use it. If this felt like it was describing you, you're not alone. Comment the next myth you want on trial and subscribe for the next case file.